Roses are red, violets are blue. DDoS attacks because I can't handle the truth. You can't even see me right now. Fuck. Hold on. Will you put your flashlight on? So they know it's me. Oh. Do you have it on your phone right now? Hello, friends. Perfect. This'll do. Hello. Nobody's here yet. I don't even know if it should be, but who knows if they blocked my YouTube channel at this point. Oh, retouch. Can you see me? Roses are red, violets are blue. DDoS attacks are only for the few. I went to the Apple store and I was like, I'm pretty sure somebody issued a DDoS attack. They're like, that never happens. They gaslit me. They did. They gaslit me. All I was trying to do the other day was paint, and whoever's paranoid of me going live, we all know who it is, has literally made it so I cannot. I have my friends in my network.
They're not your friends.
My stalkers.
There you go.
So I haven't been on YouTube for a month because I literally have not been allowed. But don't worry. Just spent almost $1,000 on a new network, a new laptop. I didn't think I was that popular until this month. So, just if they're watching, just know that I'll expose you for all of it. And I'm setting up a honey pot, so fuck y'all. Probably shouldn't say that. But you know what? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Hello. Sup. First one in a minute. Yeah, this really affected the way I make income for over a month now. Almost 2. Trying to frame me as crazy and mentally ill. Such pussies. It all started after I said I wanted to kick XOXO. I swear to God. And their little minions had to tell their mommy about it. It's like, stop listening. Losers. This sounds insane. But yeah, I opened up my laptop today, and your car is so loud. Reminds me of my old car. What do you call it? And I tried to go to YouTube, and it sent me to a DDoS link. A really stupid setup. Like, yeah, let me just click it. Like, no, I'm not gonna click that. So, it's just been a bitch and a half, but you know, I wasn't gonna say anything, but now I am. Now I'm absolutely, like, who's paranoid now? I've literally, somebody hired, how many stalkers would you say have been following us everywhere?
20.
20 people stalking.
In rotation.
Yeah, in rotation. Now, they want me to, like, blast that on the internet because they're gonna be like, oh, gang stalker, see, she lost her mind. No, I used to be a private investigator. I shadowed one. It is a thing, but it requires a lot of money to get that going. Like, people drop about $10K for like a 24/7 watch for 2 weeks. It's roughly about 10 to 20K. This has been going on for almost, let's see, 4 weeks, 5, 6, possibly before that, and I just wasn't aware of that. Somebody has dropped some hella cash to stalk me from my home to Starbucks. Like, dead ass. But it's okay because we got all the license plates. I've changed my Wi-Fi names to their license plates. And I got their IP. Naperville. Who knew? That's not a dox. Mango Nada from, what do you call it? Baskin Robbins.
Yep.
I have no eyebrows right now, but I wasn't expecting to be able to go live. God. I see, you call them stalkers. I call them my friends.
They're your stalkers.
Because I'm like getting ready to go to Starbucks and I flash the blinkers. I'm like, come on, gang, we're going. And they all come behind. You know, when I shadowed, you had to be not obvious. I went to Michael's the other day and this hyena of a man was like laughing. Like, I don't know where I know or not. It's obviously, I'm like, come, let's go. Do you have to get gas? Oh, did you just park?
Yeah.
No. Glad you're finally sorting your shit out for real. Are they funded by USAIDs? I don't know. They fucked with my car. That part was funny. The car part I will forever laugh about it. I was laughing about it with my sister yesterday. So you can get stalker wear for like your cheating spouse, and it can hook up to the Bluetooth of your car. And literally they hooked up and they were like turning it on and off to get my attention, I guess, because it would like stop. It was like weird. You had to be there. I recorded it on the other phone. I just don't have it right now. But then it played nonstop, okay? Watching You by Rodney Atkins. That's his name, Rodney Atkins. So fucking funny, dude. I was dying. I was like, this is good. And I was like, oh, it's some stalkerware shit. Or spyware. Like, if you've ever been like, I want to spy on my cheating spouse, ooh, I'll do this. This is what actually happens. The radio turns on and off, and so that the person who's operating the vehicle like moves the volume or something, which tells the person, I'm assuming, on the other end, oh, like they're looking at it, because they don't know, like, actually. But if you maneuver some stuff, then they're like, oh, okay. And then nonstop Watching You. There was a couple other songs.
Melanie wants to know, what is a DDoS attack? Tell them.
What is a DDoS attack? Well, I didn't know what a DDoS attack was until this morning, right?
Yeah.
When it listed it on the computer. But essentially, it happened when I was painting the other day. And it's when you have a bunch of people, or botnets, meaning like a set of like zombie-like computers that are only used for this thing. They flood your internet network, and they flood it so much that while your internet is trying to respond, it can't, essentially. I think.
Tell them how many people were on your network.
Over which day? Over 2,300 one day, 3,000. I read 44,000, or 4,400, and then just periodically it'd be like 80. And people driving by, the same cars. They're so stupid because my cameras caught all of them, but they're like somebody who must have siblings that they're all young. There's couples that are older, but it's predominantly young boys and girls, actually. But loser.
What's going on, Tyrone Church?
Disturbed denial of service. Yep. So how can you keep yourself from being DDoSed? Yeah. It's much more difficult to do nowadays. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they got into my network, and they have a remote management device on one of my devices. So originally what happened was I got a really weird phone call. I'm pretty sure the person who's doing all of it was trying to frame the person that called me to ask me weird shit. I'm not sure if they did it together. It's possible. But they called me asking me weird shit, and then their mic went off, and I heard the mic. I was like, why are you recording, weirdo? And they were like, oh, gotta go, whatever, bye. And then immediately, like, it was like social engineering. I don't want to say this was the DDoS attack, because it wasn't, but imagine like the most social engineering questions popping up on your phone. And it's not just what people think, where it's like, oh, to your email, that looks suspicious. No, this is like, this app will you allow your contacts app, for instance, to work with another app? And it was like nonstop, and I was like, oh, hell no. So I shut down my phone. I have an Apple phone. I put it on lockdown mode, whichever one is. I put down both. There's two, but one's for like cyber security, and I didn't use it. And so then it's all a blur. I had to go to Geek Squad because I couldn't get into my iCloud, but I don't think anybody got into my iCloud, because the only way you could get in is with a recovery key that I don't even have access to. And so I went to Geek Squad to see if they could something the iCloud through iTunes, because T-Mobile couldn't do it. Sorry, I'll remember it. I wasn't planning on this working, honestly. So something like that. So went there, and he said it was giving him a really hard time to sign it out. And that's a tech guy, so I don't.
Do we want to get to the end where you actually went to a computer store? The guy actually told you this was real.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I knew it was real. I just didn't know, because I'm not a cybersecurity expert, and because when we did shadowing for PI, we gave the digital forensics to another team. So I don't want to jump to conclusions and be like, hey, this is what's going on, when it could have very much just been spyware, for instance. And
look at Sean's comment. That is so true.
Yeah, don't wind up as a part of the fappening, but be careful with those Geek Squad perverts too. Yeah, I found him to be sketchy because I was trying to get his contact information, and he like wouldn't give it to me. I was like, they're involved. Who knows? It's one town with one Best Buy, no Apple store. Whatever. It's so good. Mango nata, fire. It's like tahini, but so T-Mobile told me you're going to have to go to Geek Squad. And then after Geek Squad, I went to the Apple store, which was a day later. I've had to like mentally keep myself chill. I was like, okay, we'll do this day by day, whatever. I go to the Apple store, and they're like, seems like it's working. And in that moment, I was like, okay, but when I go home, it's not working. Yep, that's one of them. Should we put them on blast? Is that doxing?
That'd be doxing.
We're in a public place. Non-stop, people fall. They're mad. They're mad that I got live. Sorry. It's gonna happen. It's so weird. Like, these people, I know that they're getting paid. You don't think they're getting paid. I'm like, really? People doing I wonder what they were told that makes them so hostile towards me.
Well,
you got the wrong information.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
Well, that's why I was like, they got to be paid. Which hey, there's people out there that have really like low egos, and anything could upset them. They'd spend big money for it. They what's it called when they do the thing to your house? They tried to swap the house, but fortunately I went to the cops beforehand, and we already got it. So like, if somebody calls about me, it goes to me first before the cops show up. So they sent 2 ambulances, but the ambulances never got out of the truck. So I'm assuming that they still had to do the call, but they never approached me. Yeah.
Melanie's comment. Okay,
The thing.
I know, like, I thought it too.
Everybody did.
And we, like, when somebody verbally says your real names out in public, because we're both content creators, and when that was creepy enough, remember?
How about when they oh, you weren't there. They boxed me in on the highway. Boxed me in and I ran over fucking nails and I had to get a tow.
Yeah.
They threw some shit out of the window. You can say it's paranoid, but I feel like I'm chilling.
Yeah,
you know what's paranoid? Somebody hiring a bunch of their friends and people to hack your shit. That's paranoid. I'm chilling.
This is the reason why she couldn't go online. There was over 20,000 to 40,000 people on her network every time.
I mean, I have all the logs to it, so it's fine. It's all on my Lacey. So you can call it paranoia, but like he witnessed it. My dad witnessed it. The cops have witnessed it. It's not paranoia. It's only paranoia if they're not really there. But they're there. They're obvious. They're the same people.
Do you want to let them know you got their IP address?
Yeah, I do have the IPs. And I ran them through DNS. I ran through a lot of shit. I found multiple IPs. Not my own, obviously. We have like multiple ones too. So you have to make sure. I don't know if somebody can ghost my IP and then tag along on it because they have remote management. No idea. But no, we're at the gas station. This person in the same red truck who's been on our ass just pulled up, didn't get gas, and looked at him. It's just, you have to recognize them. This has been going on for a month. How many times have I been like, oh, that's them? And then we get closer. I'm like, wait, no, that's not them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you might find it paranoid, but that might be projection. Because I'm not paranoid. I'm just... my privacy has been compromised.
Good thing is they didn't get into your bank accounts.
No, yeah, I don't think it was ever about money. They just wanted to fuck with me because I kept talking about smear campaigns and they thought I was talking about them. So their paranoid ass had to get a team together. And I'm not the first one. This isn't the first time this has happened to a YouTuber. YouTubers just don't talk about it. Well, I got a big mouth and I'm also ready to die. So I got nothing to lose.
Don't talk like this more.
Are there instances where there's your regular person, not a YouTuber, who thinks a group of people are following them? That's probably a delusion.
Well, yeah. And like Melanie, she hasn't been overreacting. She's been really calm.
I've been chilling.
She's been like totally like
my friends.
She wouldn't even, yeah, they're not your friends. Second off, she wouldn't even stream because she couldn't stream.
Yeah, like I could not get on. Like the YouTube page would get redirected to Sabago, and on Sabago, which showed up on all of my like VPN, like alert, whatever, as malicious website. So and the other day when I tried to go live, it completely knocked me off the network. I'm the only one connected. But yes, there are people, and I think there are people that end up in echo chambers where they think a bunch of people are stalking them and it's not true. I think I could definitely see how when somebody's in fear, maybe they do recognize somebody maybe is around their house too often. They could definitely spiral into a delusion. But I will say, as a former PI, like shadowing, there are instances where people and multiple people will have you on surveillance. The issue is that, and this can be like a boyfriend, ex-girlfriend hires them. PIs are cheap when it's personal. It's like $50. It's not uncommon. But I've seen people talking about like electromagnetic, they're like fucking with them through the walls with military grade. That doesn't happen. But I think what does happen is people are maybe did get watched by a PI for maybe a week or something, and now they correlate every truck as that, and then they also spiraled into, well, they must be using these tools on me. No, what happened was you were fearful that you were under surveillance, like a lot of people are. That's like a normal reaction. But then you spiraled into this delusion and you joined the gang stalking groups that validate it. And it's probably not likely. Even for somebody with like 14,000, you say it's a lot. I don't think it's a lot. I think somebody just hired a PI group, got some people for hire, whatever, just to surveil me. And they've been fucking with me around the house, but they haven't like physically done anything. Just like waiting every time I leave, even if I open my garage, they start flashing the lights and the horns. I have fun with it, honestly. Thanks. That's what happened to Philip Dick.
Yeah, Bill K. Dick. Like, this has happened before. Most people don't want to believe it. They want to believe it's like a delusion or you're
Everybody.
off your rock.
I know. I learned my lesson, though. Because if this wouldn't have happened to me, I would have always thought it was a delusion. And that was probably like a blind spot.